Today we shall be talking about quantum Vastu. Now quantum has its root in the word quanta, which is the smallest unit of energy. And quantum is a magnitude of that, the high end of that small unit to where it can go. You must have heard the term quantum leap. सुना हुआ है? Quantum leap. That one took a quantum leap. Quantum leap means that you go to uncharted territories. Well, you really do something, of course, in your mind, but you start thinking beyond the norm. So that is quantum. Now the subject is very deep. We will not dwell much into the subject, but fundamentally it is the smallest unit of energy which has the potential to take magnanimous leaps, right? That is fundamentally what quantum is. And what Vastu is, that we shall come to later. You might have heard that word Vastu, but we will come to Vastu later. Okay? Now here, the mind is everything what you think you become. This is what is said by Buddha. So you become what you think. You must have heard this. As the man thinketh. Any of these lines, they have the same meaning, that you become what you think. Now I'll tell you something very interesting. We being told and believe, we as human beings are striving for a spiritual experience. सुना है आपने? We all strive for a spiritual experience, be it through meditation, yoga, sannyas, or anything. So we are human beings striving for a human experience, right? ये सुना है सबने? But now with the emergence of quantum physics, which says that science and spirituality are now merging, right? With quantum, even the scientists feel and even the spiritual leaders feel that this is a convergence of science and spirituality. Now, if that is so, when science and spirituality is merging, then I thought, why not we also tweak this thing? So I feel we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Earlier it was we are human beings and we are striving for a spiritual experience. I am saying we are spiritual beings and we are having a human experience. Our spiritual DNA is perfect. अब spiritual DNA क्या हुआ? Is the DNA of energy, God, Creator, whatever you might say. So our spiritual DNA is perfect and that DNA is within us. And this is entangled with our mind for us to participate in this movie called life. अब मैं बहुत सिंपल भाषा में समझाऊं तो ये जो स्पिरिचुअल डीएनए है, वी नॉर्मली वुड एड्रेस दैट एज आत्मन, बट इन द साइंटिफिक टर्म्स इट विल बी एनर्जी. सो वो एनर्जी का एक टर्म दे दिया, इट इज अ स्पिरिचुअल डीएनए, राइट? एंड दैट इज इंटैंगल्ड विद आवर आत्मा, विद आवर माइंड. सो देयर इज अ लिंक बिटवीन द स्पिरिचुअल एंड द फिजिकल व्हाट वी बिकम, राइट? सो दिस इज वेरी टाइटली इंटैंगल्ड. अब क्वांटम के अंदर भी देयर इज अ थ्योरी ऑफ एंटेंगलमेंट. आई विल नॉट गेट इनटू दैट, बट इट इज ऑल अ डेरिवेशन फ्रॉम व्हाट नाउ साइंस हैज बीन सेइंग. If anyone wants to dwell into it, you can Google and study about entanglement. It's a part of the quantum physics. So when we know that our mind is entangled with the spiritual DNA, so that we can participate in this phenomena, in this movie called life. Our mind is limitless. Okay, I am repeating, our mind is limitless. But we confine ourselves within the dimensions of our beliefs. जो हम मानते हैं, हम वही बनते हैं, हम वही करते हैं. So our infinite potential which we are carrying, we are confining it to our beliefs, right? So from the infinite potential that you have, you just become what you are. So what you are right now is just a product of your thinking. It is nothing else. Baki explanations we are taking from various other aspects. We might say because of astrology it is this, or astronomy says this, or Vastu says that. But the fact remains that our mind is the mainframe and everything else is a support system to that mind. Is that clear? That what you think you become. So the objective of this session, as you can see, you discover the limitless power of the mind, what I have just told you. That your mind is infinite, you have limitless potential. We'll explore how Vastu aligns with quantum fields and how the persuasive techniques guide personal and professional transformation. Persuasive techniques are nothing but repetition. What you keep repeating, you start programming your mind accordingly. And everything that you've learned in life till date is a question of what has been repeated. Right? For example, when you started riding a bicycle, You couldn't do it the very first time you sat on it. But you kept trying, you kept trying. So when you persuade something that you really want, that becomes a program and then gradually it becomes very easy. Same is the case with, like when you start driving. The first time you drive a car or a bike or whatever it is, it's the same thing. First time you can't do it. But thereafter, as you keep pursuing, a program comes in the mind and we start following that. So everything that we've done or everything that we've learned or everything which we apply in our lives is a question of repetition, how often it has been repeated. That is what becomes our software. Why should this session matter to you? Increase clarity in decision making, reduce mental fatigue, enhance focus and energy. We will come to all this and you will also realize that yes, it actually is so. Here it is, mind is not a container, it's a creator. Now based on what I have said, does it ring a bell? How come the mind is not a container? It doesn't just collect, but it is also a creator. कुछ या लग रहा है कुछ connect हो रहा है? What did you have for lunch? Okay, आपने क्या खाया था? पराठे, वेरी नाइस. आपने? राइस. रोटी सब्जी आलू. आपने? राइस. दाल राइस. भिंडी और पराठे. सैंडविच. दाल रोटी. कड़ी राइस. तो सिर्फ सबसे यूनिक यहाँ सैंडविच है, बाकी रोटी सब्जी राइस तो सारे ही खाते हैं. Now the reason I am asking is that food is one avenue with which we get energy, right? What we consume, actually the saying is what we consume we become, but here it is what we think we become. So we will not get into the details of that, but food is a very important source of energy. So is what we see, what we hear, what we touch. All these are sensory perceptions. Anything which we consume by our sensory organs, it gives us energy. And how does it give us energy? This information or the stimulus, it goes inside us. It is processed by our mind, right? Then the mind creates, whether it is good or bad, that is a decision of the mind. And this the mind sends to the brain, and the brain will release accordingly some enzyme, good or bad, let's say happy or unhappy enzymes. So whatever has been given to us, it gets processed, and accordingly there is a signal or a stimulus which is sent to the brain, and we experience that. So this determines whether whatever we are seeing or whatever we are inferring, are we liking it or not. And it is not necessary that everyone who gets the same stimulus would feel or react the same way. For example, let's say all of us go watch a movie. कोई भी, कौन सी latest movie आई है आजकल? Mission Impossible. Let's say we are all going for that movie. Now after watching that movie, you see when I say when we are coming out of the theater, do you think everyone will have the same experience of the movie? It is just not possible. So whatever we interact with in a group, we will have very different processing of that information, and the reaction which we experience will be different for every individual. Now why? Because our mind processes things, the information very differently. Fundamentally, why? Because the factors that govern our processing ability, it starts from our childhood. What we were taught as kids, what became our beliefs, what our friends, shared with us, our siblings, what we did in school, college, blah, blah, blah. It just goes on and on. But all these are factors that are the reservoir from which this processing of the energy takes place. Right? और वो सबका ही अलग अलग होता है. वो किसी का सेम हो ही नहीं सकता. Even identical twins, उनका भी अलग अलग होता है. You see, they also don't process the information exactly the same way. It is similar but not the same. Now, do you understand ki why and how what we process is very different for each individual? Okay? So, each mind is a creator. आपने अपनी, depending on your background, depending upon your upbringing, depending upon your past, you create your thoughts according to that. Is that clear? So far, so good?